Welcome to Learn to Live Stress-Free. This is Christine Wright with Dr. Robert Wright Jr. of www.stressfreenow.info.
Hi, this is Dr. Bob coming to you today from Stockholm, Sweden. Look, it's a gorgeous day out here. So the wellness tip I have for you today is a special one. It is to show you the Biosonic tuning fork. This is a kinesthetic tuning fork, but a very special tuning fork because it can be used both from an auditory standpoint and a kinesthetic standpoint. So today I'm going to demonstrate the kinesthetic point. So this tuning fork was invented by a gentleman named Dr. John Bilal, or I should say Baloo. And John and I are good friends. And it's the Biosonic series of tuning forks are environmentally friendly. And John has been at the cutting edge of, natural, holistic technology invention for a long time. So this tuning fork is one of a series, and it vibrates at 136.1 hertz, which is one of the Schumann resonances of the Earth. Many of you may not know that the Earth vibrates at different frequencies, or you may know that. So there are several. The last time I checked, there were between 7 and 12, so I haven't checked in a while, but just know that there are many Schumann resonances because the orbit of the Earth keeps changing, and so that affects the frequency that our planet is vibrating on. So today I want to show you how this tuning fork is used kinesthetically, and basically when you use it kinesthetically, it helps to dissolve any pain, stress, and anxiety you may have in a particular area. And so what the tuning fork does is it generates an elevated relaxation response. And when that happens, nitric oxide is spiked. And John specifically designed his series of Biosonic tuning forks to spike nitric oxide. And so let me give you an example. So basically you tap the tuning fork on the base of your hand, and you can apply it anywhere. So I'll show you, I'll just apply it to a finger here. And so when you do that, you feel a vibration that feels good. But the good vibration is spreading. It's not just local and wherever you're placing it. So let's say you had a pain in your finger or your wrist, and you'd place it here, and you would immediately start to feel the good vibrations. One of the most amazing things is many people have sinus issues. So I'm going to take my glasses off and show you what happens when you put it on the nose. So one of the things I've discovered by using this is that the research shows that when you hum or vibrate the nasal area, the nitric oxide in your nasal area, nose, olfactory system is spiked 1,500%. Now, I say to most people, you should be so excited. And because when I say 1,500%, think about it like this. Suppose the bank was giving you 15% interest on your money. So you would be very excited. So because nitric oxide is one of the keys to healthy well-being, for those not familiar with nitric oxide, it's nitric oxide, not nitrous oxide, not the thing that the dentist uses. This is nitric oxide. And so it is actually the signaling molecule that allows Viagra to work. And so if you think about what Viagra and Cialis are and what they do, hopefully your light bulb will come on, because That's in pill form for a specific use, and they'll need to go into those details. But the nitric oxide is doing the same thing inside of your body, in almost every cell of your body, when it's working properly. Nitric oxide is a wave. It's a wave going up, is a still point, and then it's wave coming down. So think of like the ocean, where you see the tide coming in and out. So imagine if you see the ocean and there were no waves. So you know that that is not how the ocean is supposed to run, because without movement, water becomes stagnant. And so let me give you an example. I'm going to place this tuning fork on the bony part of my nose, and the vibrating sound, the vibrations are tremendous. And so for anyone that has like a sinus issue, if you feel this, and on a later video, I will demonstrate this on some people, so that you can so you can see and their reaction and hear their feedback. So one of the most amazing thing is that when you place this in the third eye area, many people have a tremendous relaxation effect. They see images, they hear sounds, and it just puts them in a really good space. Some people report seeing all kinds of colors, etc. But the bottom line is that it relaxes you. So it turns down the noise in your nervous system, which is in scientific terms, it's reducing your allostatic loads so that you could move more to homeostasis. And that's where you have a balance. And that's where you want to be. You want to be balanced. Think of like a bow, a string. And so you want to be in readiness, so you're relaxed, but you can jump into action whenever is necessary. But you don't stay in a narrow focus, high vigilance mode until because that is an emergency mode, and many people are living like that. So I want to leave you with this thought: if you think stress and tension is not an issue in your life, take a look at this. Take your hand and make a fist and squeeze tight, and keep squeezing tight, and keep squeezing tight. So this is how most people are living. They're squeezing tight like this. And so if you live like this without resting and relaxation, guess what's going to happen to you? This is like bringing your car, parking it, and not turning off, and it's running and running and running. So this is how most people are living. They're really tight. They've got high levels of tension. And so you can actually feel that after a point, this is really bad for you. And so if you were in a fight, yeah, you need to make a fist, but you don't stay in fist mode forever. And so that's the point, that we need to be able to modulate and adjust the way we're paying attention so that we don't get stuck in this really tight mode, which is really, really bad for your nervous system. So this is Dr. Bob signing off from Stockholm, Sweden. And I'm just going to give you a sweeping view so you can see what I see from where I am. Okay, so we are at a outer cruise ship dock area. So, you know, there is not that much to see here, but this should just give you an example of like what the topography here is like in Stockholm in the outlying areas. So I will be leaving to go into town. I think there's a shuttle that goes in, takes about 15 minutes or so to get into town. So I know there's a lot to see and do, but I just want to give you like a panoramic view of what I'm seeing. So I see buildings, etc. Okay, so this is Dr. Bob signing off from Stockholm, Sweden. And remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's smart. If you like what you hear and see on our Stress Free Now podcast series, please subscribe and give us a like and a 5-star review. This is Dr. Bob wishing you well. Until next time, be safe and be well.